Protorova wanted to see Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation, so that is what we're going to be playing tonight and next week actually as well, because this is a pretty beefy game we got here. Not as beefy as some of the later games in the series, or maybe even some of the earlier ones, because this is the third entry in the Metal Gear franchise, released from Konami in 1998 from Hideo Kojima. But this is the one that really put the franchise on the map as far as being a huge pop cultural situation with the PlayStation and everyone knowing it. It's basically this and Final Fantasy VII, I would say, really broke through to the mainstream. And because of that, we're going to give it a play tonight, and we're going to get as far as we can within about 3 or 4 hours, and then what we'll do is next week we're going to come back, we're going to play more of it, we'll see if we can complete it. If we can't, we'll put it off for another time and come back to it later. We will eventually finish this game, though. So this is going to be an interesting little bit of a bit of a trial run for this, because I don't think I've ever played a game this long. Also, I don't know if I played a game with this many cutscenes to it either, so you're going to be hearing me not talk through a lot of this, because even though there's subtitles on the screen, we got a lot of cinematics to watch, and even though I did practice run of this game about early this week, I want to let the story play. That being said, if you guys have anything to say in the chat, I'll jump in, and we'll have a discussion as we go along, but for a good amount of this, I will be silent until we start playing. But I'm looking forward to getting back to this one, because I love this game, but I've never finished it. And we're going to start with the cutscene that plays when you first turn the game on. This very nice Konami logo and Konami kind of jingle. This is going to explain what we're doing here, and I'll be back with you in a minute.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
Hey, Protorova, glad to see you. By the way, I know the story's going on. I'm jumping in here just a minute because I don't know how to explain that flashing that's going on the left side of the screen. I'm playing this off my PS2, and I did set this up with fast loading and smooth textures. That might be why. I hope we don't see this as we keep going along, but if we do, well, okay, it kind of went away there, so we'll see what happens with that. By the way, thank you for the request. I'm looking forward to playing this game and hopefully getting to a point where I'll be able to finish it. Not tonight, but eventually. Either next week or in the future. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, after we get through this cutscene, we're going to get into the game proper.
Covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Alright, so starts Metal Gear Solid. So we watch one cutscene, now we're going to watch another one. We're going to play this on normal, as far as its difficulty is concerned, and hope we don't have any issues with the screen again. So far...
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
With that, we're ready to go. And so here's where we're at. I am Solid Snake, voiced by David Hayter. We need to infiltrate the Shadow Moses facility to try and find a nuclear weapon that's thought to be hidden here. Come in the water, go get a ration. Hitting the L2 button brings up your items. There's my ration, which I can use to recover life. You also often will want to keep this on you at all times so that if you die, you will be able to be recovered without, collapsing. You also have your cigarettes. You can smoke these. Again, for, you can use it for solving puzzles and seeing lasers. It does take your health away while you use it, so be careful that way, because of course, smoking is hazardous to your health. And you have a scope, which you can use to see from distance. Right now, that's all I got, so I think we're good there. I do like this section where basically as you start playing, you have the credits of the game going. There's the first-person view, because I need to see where my enemies are. I think they're going to explain that in just a second on that nice Soliton radar. Okay, in fact, they're going to explain now. Or, wait, are they? Hang on. Okay, no, I think they're saying they wanted me to crouch down, because sometimes they will say things as far as the codec, and we'll be listening to all those codec conversations, so be aware of that. So, I'm a little careful here. Use my first person. By the way, up there on the left, or right, is the Soliton radar. Gives you an idea of where your enemies are. You want to avoid the cones of light where they're walking. You can also sneak up on them and choke them, which I'm going to try to do. It's a little wonky to do in this one compared to some of the later games in the series, but we're going to see how this goes. Also, I missed the lean when you're on the wall like this, where you can kind of lean outwards like that, but I'm going to hold here. I'm going to try something. Oh, shit! Alright, so yeah, when they see you, the alert will go. Uh-oh. Either way, we're choking them out. And unlike Metal Gear Solid 2, we don't have to worry about bodies. So there's my evasion set. Okay, that's what I was trying to avoid happening, but again, this is an easy one to get into a situation like that. And as soon as the alarm goes, or as soon as they see you, you lose access to your radar, which is updated in the later games, which is definitely going to be a nice thing. But for this one, you got to keep that in mind. I think those are the only two enemies here, so I can just run out without any trouble. I could also point out one thing, which again, this also shows the quality of the graphics. When you're walking around like that, you have footsteps, you have footprints when you're walking in the water. But also we have people coming down, and we crash into that. So I think I'm gonna. No, I'll wait. I go choke him, but I think I'm just gonna run to the elevator. In this one, we see the face of our main hero. It is quite a reveal. In this one, we see the face of. There's the man himself, Solid Snake. As you see through this opening, they clearly want this to be like a movie, and I guess this is the most movie-like game we've played for this channel so far. So it's definitely going to be an interesting situation showing that off. But I definitely like the idea of that, so it's definitely something we can kind of have like a change of pace that way. Also going back to a game that I've actually never finished. I've had this game for a long time. I love it, but I've never completed it. So I'm hoping that through the play that we're going to have tonight, next week, and maybe in the future if we need it, that I'll be able to eventually finish this game and knock it off of my gaming bucket list. Because I think I should be finishing this game at some point. But here we are. Here's the base Shadow Moses. Where we need to go in and find Mr. Dark. Nice intro, just like Final Fantasy VII. Exactly. And as I was saying at the beginning of this, it's this and Final Fantasy VII to me that were the games that really were the pop culture phenomenons of the PlayStation. They really showed what gaming could be to a mass audience.
Slow you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
Hey, Lekverse, how you doing? Sorry I've been quiet. We've just been watching the opening cutscene, or one of the opening cutscenes of this game. We're going to be having a lot of those, by the way, in this game. But as I was saying, I'm going to try and keep quiet for some of them, but there are subtitles. If you guys have anything you want to say or point out about this game as we go along, I can jump in and we'll discuss it. Okay, so with that out of the way, we can start our game proper. In fact, one thing I am going to do, though, is I'm going to take Mei Ling's advice. We're going to go save. You press the select button to pull up your codec. You can call Campbell, you can call Mei Ling. At least for now, you can call them. That calling her, let's save my game. Okay, I'm good. Glad to see you. Okay, so let's save. All right, this is when I was doing my practice run earlier this week. I'm going to put to a new file just in case. And I was also having some trouble when I was doing the...
Remember what the goal said.
Okay, just saying.
The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Okay, so, yeah, sorry for the silence there. Okay, so, had a good dinner. That sounds good to you, as did I, as did probably everybody else. This also might be one of those if you have something to snack on or drink during the cutscenes, it's really good. By the way, if you're wondering why we have these flickering things with the graphics, I turned on the smoothing. I'm playing this off on my PlayStation 2, by the way, with the PS1 disc in it, and I had a hell of a time trying to get this thing running this week, because I thought we had a situation with the audio, but we didn't, so we should be good to that, but because I turned on the smoothing of the graphics and fast loading speed, I think it's having something to do with the textures, because I don't remember seeing this when I was doing my practice run, but... Okay, we're going to be playing this game this week and next week because of how long it is, but what I'll do is next week I'll turn it off just to see if it makes a difference. But, okay, let's get into this game, because chat and Elekverse, good to see you. Protorova, again, thank you for your recommendation of this game. You're saying this is a game you love. So, all right, let's go into our experiences with Metal Gear Solid, why I sneak around this guy and try to choke him out. There we go, got him. And thankfully, unlike the later games of the series, we don't have to hide the bodies, or like the GameCube remake of this, which I do not have, so I'm playing this on PlayStation. So, alright. So we gotta sneak in. He said there's something up there. Actually, since I have full stuff in my rations, I'm going to use one and then pick this up. Alright. So again, not too much else really going to this than so far of what you're seeing. But again, as it's chat, you're saying you love this game. Tell us about your experiences with it and how you got into playing it. My experience was, weirdly enough, the first time I played it was I was at a computer store, I think, with my family for something. And one of the PCs had the PC version of this setup, so I played it a little bit, not really knowing what I was doing, but I thought it was interesting enough. And when I got my PS2, I tracked this game down, and I've been enjoying it ever since, but dear little secret time, I've actually never beaten it. So I'm hoping this playthrough is going to let me get to a situation where I can, and we got another codex situation.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Alright, with that, we're going... Oh, shit, sorry. I always forget with this game when you hit that the circle button is your, activate. I always think X is, but no, this is one of those games where X is cancel. So with that, we can crawl in. Actually, we'll have a lot of time that we can start talking, because again, this is going to be a kind of maybe a quiet one for me because of how many cutscenes. But again, it also allows us to enjoy the atmosphere, because I do love the atmosphere of this game. Oh, shit, another codec conversation we got.
Snake.
Oh, McDonald Miller.
It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train.
First experience as a Pizza Hut demo disc, played the second, first, third, second, didn't have a chance to play it probably until the PS3. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I was to a certain extent, because I played 2 first, and then I went back to this one. And you could arguably say this one is better than 2, although there's things that 2 adds that are wonderful on top of the already strong foundation of this. As we're hearing from these codec conversations, there's a lot of voice acting in this game, so much that it's on 2 discs, and it's all very high quality at a time when there was the thought that, hey, how is voice acting in games going to go? Because you had voice acting that was kind of wonky in certain cases, but Metal Gear Solid, they did it right. And there's also a case, as we were saying earlier, like Final Fantasy VII, it was kind of the more adult perspective to gaming, kind of bringing it to the masses. This is my favorite game in the series, and I can understand that absolutely. Other question then, are you familiar with the GameCube remake of this, which was the Twin Snakes? And if so, do you prefer that one over this one, or this one over that one?
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Let's see what that's all about.
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Never played it. Yeah, I never played the GameCube remake either, and actually it's kind of expensive now. It's like $70 to get it, but what it did, from what I understand, is it took the engine of Metal Gear Solid 2 and applied it to this, and also redid some of the aspects, particularly some of the cutscenes, redid the dialogue. Here's Too Easy. Yeah, and we're going to get into some of that because, and really, it is one thing I do kind of miss with this one, which is first-person aiming. But there is one boss battle we are going to see semi-soon that definitely changes that perspective, and again, makes it a lot easier because of that. But again, also the idea of how taking the Metal Gear Solid 2 aspects and then plugging them into this one. Yeah, we'll go over that in a second. Yeah, some of the codec discussions are optional until you get to them. Okay, no, I have enough of it. Final Fantasy VII Adult under the radar. Save the planet from global warming and burn the rich. Yeah, I mean, but again, that idea of... Because let's think about this. The PlayStation was Sony's attempt of going into video gaming, for sure, after, getting burned from their partnership with Nintendo that failed over the, CD add-on for the Super Nintendo that never came around. I think Sony wanted to go for more of a direction, saying, like, this can be an entertainment movie. We can tell these more complicated stories, and more in-depth, and more adult stories as well. And with games like Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear Solid, I think they really did kind of get that going. I guess also with Sony, I mean, it was a big boon to them to have both of those as exclusives to their system. All right, okay, I gotta be careful, because I have to be careful of that camera. Thankfully, we have the nice cone on the screen, so we should be good. Actually, this is, I mean, we were talking about adult games. This definitely is an adult-oriented game. Oh, shit! Uh-oh. Alright, that was bad. Alright, let's see what's going to happen then. I'm going back into the vent just to see if... Oh, okay. So that's good. So I'm able to reset everything. So, no harm, no foul. Yeah, there are definitely ways you can kind of exploit the AI in this game, but at the same time, it is pretty advanced for what it is. But again, this, as I was saying, this is definitely an M-rated game. I have the box here, which we're going to need for the purpose of this game, as we'll see a little later if you are not familiar. And if you are, well, I think you know what I'm talking about. But okay, let's be a little more careful on the camera. Thankfully, noise is not a factor in this game, and yeah, I'm going to play this in with standard textures next time, because it's really causing it to look weird, and again, like it's glitchy. I swear the disc is fine. I just turned on the texture smoothing on the PS2's menu, which usually makes this game look fine, but again, it seems like something with it is making it go weird, so I'll turn that off next week, so I apologize for that. I didn't notice that was the case. I also turn off the fast loading, because I do have that, and in all honesty, this is not a game on the system that has, you know, concerns with its load times. I do want to get that item over there, because that's something very important. The SOCOM. Our first gun, but we'll use that later. Okay, yeah, that's the first-person view, and as I say, as someone who played a lot of Metal Gear Solid 2, I miss, you know, not having that aiming, but then again, it does kind of help this as far as it being a little bit of a different experience, especially going back to this. But as well as this game, the way it tells stories is bad, as they convey a lot of the time. They have Snake clueless and ask questions consistently when he's a former Foxhound soldier. Yeah, I mean, the thing about this game, yeah, I get what you're saying, although I guess here's the other thing about this. Maybe the potential counter-argument to this is that I would probably agree with you as far as how they're telling it through the story itself, but then again, there are also briefing options in this game. If you go into the main menu, there's like a briefing thing which goes into explanations, and they go really, really long. For the purpose of this, we're not going to go through that, but they do kind of go into that a little more, and I think also the Twin Snakes, the GameCube remake, goes into it as well. But again, the idea of like how to convey some aspects of the story that maybe could be told a little better. And again, like whether maybe they went into that too much when Metal Gear Solid 2 came around is a question for that. But, and again, it's like, this is also kind of the perspective of someone who's never finished this game, but still, I still do love this game. It does have a great atmosphere that makes me overlook some of the stuff with it. But again, there definitely are better games in this franchise as far as how it, you know, how tight it tells a story. I would say, of the ones I'm familiar with, I think 3 probably would be the one where it seems like they really kind of got that narrative aspect down, even more than how 2 did. And I did like what 2 does and how totally nuts and meta 2 gets. Oh, shit! Alright. Okay, yeah, we're going to run into that a lot, but as long as I survive, I think we should be good. Okay, that's another vent that has a cover over it, so we should be good that way. Now we need to get over to where those flashy textures... Again, I swear to God, the game is fine. It's just my fault of choosing the texture smoothing options, and I'm surprised you didn't see me. Alright. Sneaking up on him. Yeah, because you have to be really quick when you do the grab on them, especially compared to the later games, and also because the radar goes away immediately as opposed to 2. And 3 just totally got rid of the radar altogether. And that's fine. Well, it definitely is quite a game, and I'm very happy for the recommendation that Protorova gave me, because, again, it gives me an excuse to play it, and also an excuse to show this game off to all of you. Again, I'm sorry about the display on this, but, again, next week, since we're doing this game over 2 weeks, I'll fix that. And, again, I guess I may as well have an impromptu seizure warning, potentially, because of the flashing. Not that it's as horrible as other things I could be playing, but... Again, it is definitely a wonky situation. Okay, so we got to find that DARPA chief. He's here, I think. So let's see.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green
dot.
Hurry and rescue him.
Okay, so we are going to go rescue him. Yeah, again, this was a good choice. Again, and also an opportunity for me to play more games on the PlayStation. Because in all honesty, this is only the second game for PlayStation I've streamed for this. And before, while we go get the DARPA chief, let me explain something I had to deal with this week while trying to get this. Because before I do stream for any game, I try to connect it to my system, make sure everything's set. I connected this game to it. I thought that I had a situation that was going to be a problem with this. It seemed as if I had a situation where it looked like the audio was only outputting in mono, and for this game I was like, oh, no, I don't want that to happen. I really want to get that figured out. So in a panic, I rush ordered a component cable for my PS2, thinking, okay, I can also get a good graphical output, a better one with my composite cable. Turns out, I found out that you can't stream PlayStation 1 games at all through component cables, because it'll give you issues with the picture not coming in. I think that was also what I ran into with when I stream stuff for the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. I have to use another television that outputs in 480i, because the display of the PlayStation and a lot of older consoles, it seems, the PlayStation was in 240p or I, depending on the game, so it really looks weird. I mean, I think the thing is Sony did not predict the advent of streaming games and, capture devices for them. Be right back. Alright, well, we will find the DARPA chief in the meantime. But, as I said, when I was going through that, I said, I want to figure out something with that audio, but it turned out, okay, then I had a video problem, so then I went back to the composite cables. I have it connected, actually, with the component cable connector to my device, or my capture card. So in that case, that's the best we're going to be doing for PlayStation 1 stuff. But because I have a component cable, anytime we do something from the PlayStation 2 specifically, it's going to look really nice. Hopefully. I mean, I remember I put Okami in this to check it, because that was one of the best games I played on the system, one of the best looking, so that's a good one to it. Remember the demo disc as well. I'm not sure if I had the full game. I think I might have a step family that may have had it. Yeah, I mean, as I said, in my case, it was way later. It was when I got my PS2. This is one of the first games I picked up on it, because I played Metal Gear Solid 2, and mainly that was also on the back of the fact that I didn't have a PlayStation console for a while. I had Xbox, and it was actually the Xbox version of Metal Gear Solid 2 that I played. Took it on the back of Splinter Cell, another stealth game that I absolutely want to show off for this at some point. But again, that'll come later. So let's see. We're crawling through the vents. We've got to find the DARPA chief. I do love the atmosphere this dude create when you're going into the vents, where it's kind of dark and you have that little vignette effect in the center of the screen right there. You can just barely see it, but it's really nice. And again, in combination with the great audio and sound effects, and okay, I went backwards. Okay, so we got to go back the way I came. Like I said, this shouldn't be too bad, and we don't have issues with, enemies we'll have to worry about, or a cutscene we're going to have to hit. But we do have a cutscene that's going to come, and it's going to be semi-meaty when we find the DARPA chief. You can also press press Y to look down through the vents, and okay, there's that girl there. I think we're going to see a bit of her later, but in the meantime, we can try and see if we can find where the DARPA chief is, and I think we might have found him. Yep, that's him. Storytelling games advertisers seem good for this channel. Yeah, I mean, definitely for this game as well.
Who's that?
And I think for this game as well, I think it's a good challenge, because it's like, alright, can I show a game off like this and do it justice? With this, we're to save Donald Anderson, the DARPA chief.
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them.
That's George Bird voicing Donald Anderson. I love what they do on the
Hurry up and
cutscenes.
get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet
Is it possible?
Yeah, people don't want to always play through. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to be splitting this over various nights, and this is going to be a good test, so I thank you for recommending this game so I can get a sense of that. Other stuff, it's like, oh yeah, I'm doing about halfway, and then I come back to it later. This is the first game I'm going to be doing consecutively over 2 weeks. And if we don't finish it next week, we'll come back to it another time. But again, it'll give me a bit of a playing strategy for other games that might be longer that I want to take a look at, because there's definitely a lot of those.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. Yeah, I couldn't resist. I do love that. I do love just the gruffness of David Hayter. There you go, Metal Gear, indeed.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary. It's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
It's something weird, because my controller is rumbling. You can't see it, but I do love how this game does this in the cutscenes. In certain situations, you'll have rumbles going on. And I'm getting it to convey, well, the fact that he is dying. Or he's dead. He's dead now.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
All right, and I guess that's kind of what Electverse was saying when he's saying the idea of Snake being, I guess not sure as far as what's going on with this. I guess that is an interesting argument, since Snake is former Foxhound, that he should have a perspective to this because he's able to pick up on other stuff. But again, it's like, well, we could probably answer that a little more in my case, what I think as we go along. But I want to get my gun out so when we can get out of the room. There we go.
Don't move.
Oh, thank God that's censored, by the way. Otherwise, I'd be kicked off in an instant.
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Alright, so we're in our first shootout. That's why I pulled the gun out. You do have an auto aim on this, so basically just keep hitting the X button, and when you need ammo, go and pick it up.
Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
I get to hear more of that, you got spotted music, which is wonderful. As is the music itself in this. And again, thank God that body's censored. And again, I'm not doing that, the game's doing it. This is an M-rated game for sure, but again, they do censor that. So we go there and grab stuff, and I have my rations on in case I get shot too many times. It might potentially show that off. Actually, you know what? We're just going to use it now and pick up the other one. So much fun. I'm running out of ammo. Okay, he dropped it, thank God. The enemies will drop ammo, and oh shit, other things. Good.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Alright, I think we'll see him a bit later. One thing I am going to do, though, now after that is I'm going to call Mei Ling and we're going to save.
What's up, Snake?
Save in memory card 1. Right here. And again, with the memory cards I have, I bought about 5 of them last year, so we have more data to play all the PlayStation 1 games I have. And we get another famous quote from Mei Ling. We're going to hear a lot of those playing this.
You always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Alright. For the time being, I think it is worth it. In fact, one thing I am going to do is look around, see if I can find any more ammo. Also, I need to switch to the card, because unfortunately in this game, the later games will fix this, but in this one you have to have that card out on your person and equipped in order to open the doors with the level 1 on them. My back food went through me. Alright, okay, I can't go on that one. That's level 6. Okay, so we're not going to see that for a long time. Okay, so we found the DARPA chief while you were away, and, well, he dead. And then we escaped and went through a bit of a shooting gallery of sorts, and now we have to go find the president of Arms Tech. But first, I'm going to go back up to the first floor, because there's an item I can find. Because I think I can get there, or I think I can find it with this card. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... Actually, there's bullets, which I could definitely use those. Also, yeah, alright, that and reload, which, by the way, if you hit the R1 button when you have a gun equipped twice, or hit R1 twice when you have a gun equipped, you're all set that way. Let me see. I think that's a bit later. Actually, let me just try this, because I know there is a door that has an item that's going to be of much use. I'm going to try and see if I can get it now, otherwise we'll come back, because we do have to come back here anyway. Yeah, right in there. Just a little nervous about that, guys. You know, let me put the gun away. Doesn't look like he's moving. Got it. Alright. Alright, that's the suppressor for the Sogum. That's not actually what I was going for, but I'll take that as well. So put that on there. Actually, combine that with that, and there we go. We got a silencer. But unfortunately, I got to put the card back on. Alright, now... Oh, right, I have to go back up there. Okay. I'm looking for the mine detector, because that's going to be useful later. Actually, when I was going through my practice run, I didn't even go and get it. And I realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to need this, most likely. Let's see. Now, going back up here is going to be a little weird. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's true, I can crawl. Okay, here we go. I think it's in here. I get the cardboard box and the chaff grenades. Actually, alright, there we go. I got the cardboard box. I didn't get this when I was in my practice playthrough. There you go. Classic of the Metal Gear games, particularly with Solid. Hide in the box, and hopefully the enemies don't know it. But again, you want to put the box somewhere where they won't... where it'll be inconspicuous. Alright, now where is that door? I know the mine detector's up here somewhere. I just want to get it now, just so I can get it out of the way. And then we'll go down to the basement 2, and we will find the arms tech. We are the arms tech president. We're there already. Alright, it's that door right over there. Or no, actually no. Okay, we can't do this yet. So I will have to come back for this, because I need a level 2 card. So let's go find that president of arms tech. And we'll get into, again, what, like first you were saying, which is the difficulty questions that people have with the twin snakes, because that's the first place that people really notice that. There we go. Actually, I think the cameras are fooled by the box, so that's the other thing you can do. Yeah, the cameras won't pick up on it. The guards might, so that's always something you gotta be careful of. There we go down now. Nope. What? Now to basement 2. And also I was saying when you were away, Electverse, was that I was talking to Protorova, who again recommended this game, and again I appreciate that recommendation, and it was bringing up the thought of mine, which is how this game, playing this game, I think is going to be a little bit of a test, and a good one, I think, to give me a sense of how I can play other games that are long. Because as I said, we're going to be playing this game next week as well, but also just give me an idea of how can I make it so that I'll have games that can go over multiple weeks potentially. Although I don't think I'll have games go more than 2, just for the purpose of variety. So I'm going to try and get as far as I can tonight within about 3-4 hours. And depending on where we get to, that's what we'll pick up next week. And then if we don't finish the game next week, we'll put it off for a little while. But what I want to do now is I want to put some C4 down. Because the Darba Chief mentioned that if you look at the walls, there are some that have different colors. And you can tell that those are areas you can blow up. So in this case, you have C4. I can place it right here. And get away, press the circle button to detonate. So there's stun grenades. We are going to need those later. There's chaff grenades, which I already have a bunch of. And let's see. Also, if you run out of C4, you can keep going back to this room or this room as it is and get more. At least now you can. But again, I think you need to use all of your C4 in order to do it. So I believe there were 3 areas I can place it. There's one. Or there's another one. Actually, that's the other thing. Is this one with lasers? Let me just check that, because I know there's an area here where I need to have my cigarettes out to see the lasers. Fire in the hole. Yeah, indeed. Alright, so there we go. Let's take those off. Okay, more C4 and more bullets. Okay. Oh, and a trap door. So I want to avoid falling into that. Put the card back on. Okay, so that's not... That one's open, because I know there is one that's an open door, just in general. More bullets. There is a locker. We can't open that. In the GameCube version, you can, because that's something the Metal Gear Solid 2 gave you. But in all honesty, there's not really a whole lot of reason to do it in this game, even having not played the GameCube game. And there, speaking of fire in the hole, there's more of them. Grenades. So we're really getting ourselves set for a lot of this stuff. So let's see. The next door, or the next wall I have to blow up is right there. Make sure that I'm looking at it right. Should be fine. Attach C4 to the wall, blow it up. And there we go. Unfortunately, we're in an area where our radar is jammed. Not that it's going to really matter that much here, but that's something we got to keep track of. And also, I am going to save as well.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Right, there we go. That's the second one.
Be careful, Snake.
Right. So let me get the stuff ready. Actually, yeah, let me get my rations ready and get my gun. Actually, no, I need the C4 again. I forgot. I have to blow this wall up. And then I think I need to blow this one up too. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, they both are. Okay. I didn't see that when I did the credit. Find where they try to kill Snake considering the twist near the end. Yeah, and I guess we will eventually get to that, I will think. Let me place that. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now that's plot, but I want to go in here and see what we have. And oh, shit! Okay, I didn't know that was there. Actually, you know what? This might be a good time to put the box out. Of course, get the idea of that little camera display there. I don't know if that can see me. Actually, one thing I am going to do is because I took that shot, I'm going to pull my rations out, use it, put the box back on, and then pick up the other one. Because you don't have a whole lot of rations right now, but they get extended at certain points in the game. And I'm also going to try and go get that item over there, whatever that is. Alright, more C4, perfect. Right, there's no other stuff for this, is there? Let me just look around. No, I don't think so. Alright, let's go back and go through the door for plot. Oh shit! They can shoot through the box as well. I should have probably known that. Alright, well they can't get me here. Alright, and again, it's like, it is that kind of thing. I probably should mention that when you get discovered, you always get that "Reet!" which is always one of those jump moments. And like, that's why I'm saying, like, oh shit a lot at this. I mean, I think this might be the most I've said that at any game so far, just because of that aspect alone. But again, that's also why the box is a lifesaver. I mean, they won't question the box, at least the cameras and the turrets won't, but if they see it moving, then they will. And they'll assume something's there. Actually kill Baker by shooting him before you start the boss. Yeah, I would think because to make it so that, yeah, you can't just be shooting willy-nilly. You can feasibly screw it up pretty much. Let's see, can I get through there? Just let him turn. That's probably the reason why they do that, again, to emphasize the stealth aspect. Alright, so there's the box, and since you mentioned Baker is in here, let's go. In fact, there he is. Alright, perfect. Actually, you know what? You want to try that? The box is alive. Yes, it is. Actually, you know what? Let's try that. Why not? I'll save right here.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that.
Yeah, we'll save. Yeah, we'll save here. And we'll try what you said. We'll try and see if we can shoot in from here and see what happens. Because I've never actually done that before. So let's get the gun out. I'm on a C4. Actually, I guess I could use the grenades, but I don't. Oh, no, I can't do that because I'm. Again, see, it's funny. I'm thinking the Metal Gear Solid 2 perspective, which is I can just shoot. Oh, okay. So, all right. So I can just shoot in there, and I guess he's gonna say something. But I guess he doesn't know it's me, so he's gonna assume it's well, who we're gonna run into now. And let's see what's going on in this room then.
Am I too late?
Well, I shot him, so hopefully not.
He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man.
I was like, you idiot. Indeed he is. Indeed, as you said, this is Revolver Ocelot.
Revolver Ocelot.
Voiced by Patrick Lane.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army.
For Zimmerman, yeah, for Metal Gear Solid 2. Good point there as well. And again, when we get to Metal Gear Solid 2, that's going to be an interesting point when we get there.
Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Alright, here is our first battle with Revolver Ocelot. Now, like first as you mentioned, we're waiting for you, Star Fox. Indeed. And we are drawing now, as you mentioned, like first, on the GameCube version, this boss is insanely easy because... Oh, shit. I forgot to have my rations on. As I was gonna say...
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Well, I guess it's worth having that at least once in this. By the way, when you get a game over, your continue, it does put you back... Actually, I think it puts me back... Okay, actually it puts me back before when I had the 2 rations. So that's probably a better place. Snake! Yeah, indeed. There we go. I mean, I'm glad I did that just by, you know, for that reason. Actually, okay, here's the other thing I'll also say about this, is that if I end up dying and we have a cutscene like that, I'm going to skip it the next time we go if we've seen it already. Alright, and since the only thing in there are more C4 and rations that I don't need, we're going to go about it that way. But as I was going to say, this boss with Revolver Ocelot is a cakewalk on the GameCube version. I don't even need to have played the GameCube version to know that, because lots of death quotes, there's going to be a lot of those. Like I said, because you have first-person view in that, so when you do that, you're able to basically just aim at Ocelot and shoot him from here. But what you have to do here is shoot him from a distance, and also be careful of his... Be mindful of his bullet count, which they show you in the upper... actually in the center of the screen. And when he empties his clip, that means he'll be vulnerable. So you have to kind of just use the first-person aiming to see where he is, and then fire into the wind when you see him, while he reloads.
Alright.
Also, don't run out of bullets, because they're... Again, because it's going to be it's about as easy dies in, yeah, in a tenth of a second. In the GameCube version, absolutely. Here, it's a little more complicated, but, again, I do like him. The other thing is what I did before that was wrong is hiding, because Revolver Ocelot is a master of the gun. If you've never played this game before, if you have, just to reiterate that, he's a master of the gun. He can make the bullets bounce across the walls. Way before that movie Wanted did that. We're going to settle this, but honestly, the best strategy now is basically just run around, avoid the bullets, and wait until he empties his clip, and then shoot. Just wanted a game over scene. We'll get a game over scene in other places as well. I mean, I'm glad I showed it off for the purpose, but I don't think this is going to be the only time. I think if that happens again, I'm going to basically be screaming out, Snake. Which actually, it's funny, I was doing that when I first played Metal Gear Solid 2. I died a lot the first part of it, and when I was running into that with Snake, I actually said something a little more, vulgar as far as Snake's name, and then that kind of became the running joke as far as it. I guess I'll say it. I said skank, not snake. It was like, just out of a slip of the tongue. It was like, oh man, it's like, that's the new take of Solid Snake. It was like, nah, that'll be the X-rated version. But, alright. They also have as, like first you mentioned, we have a health bar on Baker, because again, I can shoot him and kill him. And I just almost got killed, but again, because I have rations, we're set. Alright, so we almost got Ocelot here, but again, you just gotta be careful. Again, be mindful of his reload time, and just run away so that the bullets don't hit you, or ricochet off the wall and hit you. Again, hold your rations on you, because if you hit 0 with your health, and you have rations on, you're going to be okay. Let's go over there. You can kind of see him a little bit. I mean, technically, you can also get a beat. You can set off the C4. Yes, you can, by shooting it, or walking into the wires. I'm going to try and avoid doing that. Right, there he goes. There we go. Yeah, you can also feasibly, the other thing you can do, as you just saw there, is I can basically goad him into shooting, and then, at least by knowing where the bullets are coming from, I can then aim down the hallway and be all set, and with that, I got him. And we got a very long cutscene coming up here.
That's what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What?
Oh.
My hand!
And his hand is gone, which again will be explained more when we get to Metal Gear Solid 2, but oh jeez. I do love that attention to detail when we get to Metal Gear Solid 2, where they emphasize the fact that, yeah, he doesn't have a hand again because of what happened with this ninja guy. And we will meet him again, too.
I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Find out later, but in the meantime, we got a bit of an exposition dump we're going to be having with President Baker.
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down.
I love how he's getting hit with the cane there, and Snake is like, yeah, he's not feeling any of that.
I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Oh, boy.
Damn. Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Yeah, indeed on the case. We will get into that. Trust me, I have a story to tell with that. In the meantime, FMV, and it's done really well for this game, too.
Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see, because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too with the convulsing from the controller, which I do love that. Again, I do love the fact that they do that, again, to really draw you into the story with it.
They're just using you for...
He's dead too.
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
And thankfully, we do get a health recovery, and, okay, it's not here. There's certain areas where your capacity of holding rations increases, but this is not one of the areas. Now, yeah, he said, call Meryl on the back of the CD case. Now, and this is an example of when this franchise started getting meta as anything, because this is the story, sorry about that, this is the story I was going to mention. They mean that literally. They mean you have to have the box this game came in and look on the back of the box, and there's a screenshot, one that shows, there's only one on it, which shows a codec screen. And you have to use that frequency and type it in manually. Now, here's the thing. I don't technically have the case for this game. I bought this game used with basically just the discs from a GameStop, I think in 2004 or 5. Anyway, what happened was that, here's the thing, when I store my games, like, on my shelf and all these things, I want to get a sense of, like, what they are, especially when they're in cases like that. The PlayStation is, like, a minefield that way for me, because most of the games I got them dirt cheap, they were not complete, so I don't have, like, the artwork case and stuff like this. For some of these, though, I actually go online, I basically get custom CD cases, or new CD cases, and print out the actual artwork to put in. Thank God I did it with this one, because, again, as you're saying, you have to have the box, and you have to have that screenshot in order to know what the codec frequency is. In fact, in that case, let's call her now. On the back of the box, you can actually do manual typing, or you can, call everybody else. I'm going to cancel there. Oh, wait a minute, no, that's up to call.
DARPA Chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich. In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Yes, it is, and I'm going to enter it, by the way. That is, looking at the back of the box, actually, I'm holding the box I have with the custom printed back of the box art there. You put in 140-15. And again, imagine if you didn't have the case, you'd have to look online, or you'd have to come up with some other method. But we got the box, I have the box in the way I have it, so we can call her, and let's get the show going.
Who are you?
How goes cyborgs and generally altered soldiers? Yeah, I'm not the one to ask about that, but again, we're going to be finding out as we go.
Meryl, right?
So this is Meryl.
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
Well, we get that answer in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Genomics was all the rage nice. Yeah, and that's an interesting point to bring up, especially with Metal Gear Solid, because I know that Hideo Kojima, who designed this game, was looking specifically at like real-world concepts to basically give the aura of authenticity as much as he could within this, while also then being meta as anything with it. So again, that makes sense as far as like how they go that way. Although I'd also think that there's probably, to answer your initial question, like first, I think there probably was like a discussion to that within probably the first two Metal Gear games, which I do have within the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. We can go through those at some point, the two from the MSX. But again, I don't have a whole lot of experience with them. But again, there might be an explanation in one of those as well. Or in Twin Snakes on GameCube, because I know they added extra story content as well.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
Yeah,
he's dead.
Not well.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second-floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we'd better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor's being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen.
Cyborg seems more powerful than the Ultra Soldiers. I would think it would be more practical to make more cyborgs and remove the twist with them. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
In a war,
well, again, I guess in certain cases, some of the plans of the villains in this franchise aren't necessarily always the most practical, especially when we get to 2. But then again, that's also why I love 2, just for that very reason. Because again, it gets so elaborate and so overwrought that it's kind of great.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Alright, yeah, that was a long one, so let's get back to this. Actually, one thing I'm also going to do now is because of that, I'm going to call Mei Ling and we're going to save. I'll get another quote.
Snake, like Shakespeare said.
Oh, Shakespeare, okay.
Love's had all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Yeah, that's more of an appropriate quote from Mei Ling at this point than you might know. Alright, let's pull that card out and we can get going. But now we have soldiers here, so we gotta be careful. The animal's gonna raid these areas to get some more items. And also open the one door with level 2 that we couldn't get into before. Yeah, this one. Okay, this is what I was thinking. Yeah, see that red there? You might be able to briefly, very slightly see it through some of the textures there, but there's lasers there. If I hit that, I'm going to die. So what I want to do is pull out my cigarettes. And there we are. Okay, they're stationary, so I can crawl right underneath. There, I get the FAMAS. Ooh, that's going to be a good weapon. Vlogging matches them more for flavor text story. I'll do that. I mean, that's what I've been trying to do a little bit. Particularly when it makes sense. And again, I have to do that for saving anyway. So at that point, it makes sense to go about it that way. That's one. That's where I went. There's another one over there. That's 5. I can just bypass that. Go up here. Yep. There we go. Okay. I was getting a little nervous there. I didn't know if they were gonna come around the corner. Oh, all right. There we go. Got another call from Meryl.
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry. I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Alright, so she's off. We have one thing we gotta do before we go out and try and go to the nuclear warhead facility. Something I meant to do earlier, or tried to do, but couldn't. But now we can. And again, it's like, I don't know why it's doing this with the smooth texture, because I didn't have that problem when I had played it with that years ago. Alright, but at least I have the box. Actually, that's one thing I think I am going to do. I'm going to call someone while I'm in the box. Basically, after I go and get the mine detector, which is over here, I'm going to put myself in the box and call someone and see if that gets commented upon the way it did in the other games, particularly in 2. Ooh. Right, here we go. Now, with this, I can get the mine detector. Perfect. Let's try that thing with the box and see what happens. Actually, let's call Meryl. See what she says.
A cardboard box? I heard stories from my uncle, but I always thought he was pulling my leg. I've got no comment.
Alright, so she's not enthused. Let's see. Oh, okay, I didn't mean to call her again, but let's see. It says the same thing.
The cargo door is open already. If you exit there and go north, you'll get to the warhead storage building where Dr. Emmerich is being held. I'll head there now and wait for you. Hurry after me, okay?
Alright, so now let's call Master, see what he says. And then I'll probably call...
Cardboard box, huh? Just like Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in outer heaven, too.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the maximum use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important in covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
And lastly, I'm going to call Mei Ling to save. See what she says.
What is it, Snake?
Or if she says something special with the blocks. Maybe that'll be one of the quotes.
Snake, in China they say you must cross
Not
the
quite.
river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
See, I thought it was just a obscure reference to the board game Crocodile Dentists, if anyone remembers that one. Okay, let's get the card key out. I got the mine detector. I can go out now. Oh, shit! I didn't notice he was there. I'm running out of rations, too, so I gotta be careful here. I'm out of them now. Actually, now I can use the box.
What's that?
Oh, or he'll just knock it off of me. Never mind. But again, I can just blast him in the face. Oh, and there's another ration, so that's good. Oh shit, another one! Yeah, I didn't see they came up here. Alright, but now we should be good. Card out. Get the box. I especially like how they do it in 2, because in 2, they actually kick the box and they program the rumble so that it actually takes that into account. Or sometimes they get excited because they see like the logo on the side of it. Right there, but there is one thing we gotta be careful when we go through here. They'll tell me. Well, she'll tell me.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
That's where my cigarettes are going to come into play. Okay, not the box. I mean, I guess I could feasibly run through that and see what happens, but I'm not going to do that. Let's get the cigarettes out. And now the lasers are moving, so where is it? There we go. Actually, yeah, you can kind of see the lasers the way the graphics are set. I always have to guess. I did when I did my test playthrough this week, or my test run of, I guess, the first couple of bosses, actually. Yeah, it's a little easier within 2 to not do this because of the way the analog controls work in that one. Which this one does have analog controls, and they are great. But again, they definitely got enhanced with 2, as you'd expect and want. Let's see. I made it through. And also, the other thing about your cigarettes is that, again, because smoking is hazardous to your health, in a nice attention to detail, your health goes down when you're using it. So, gotta be careful that way, but we should be good, but I do need to get my card key out. Actually, we'll go outside. I'm going to save again because we are coming up to a boss.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Saving. Yeah, hour 24. Yeah, this time, by the way, this is pretty far into the... Or, not pretty far, but farther in the game. I actually was skipping the cutscenes when I did my test playthrough because I knew we'd be watching all of them tonight, so...
How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course. If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
Yeah, this game definitely was prescient on a lot of different things as far as some aspects of its story, that's for sure, especially Metal Gear Solid 2. Alright, there we go. So I got the mine detector because there are mines that are on the ground that you can't see, and actually, if you walk towards it, you'll get a call here from well,
Careful.
actually not Master.
Mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Alright, so that's Deep Throat. He's another guy we'll run into later. George Bird, Greg Eagles, voice of Grimm. Yeah, again, it's like the voice talent in this game is great, and the voice acting is great. And again, for a time that we didn't necessarily think there was great voice acting a lot in games, this game really did kind of set the standard as far as it, as well as also being fully voiced, which is something that I missed in a lot of later games. Even like on the PlayStation 2, like a lot of RPGs wouldn't have a full voice acting situation going, which was always a question mark to me. But again, this game had it, and it definitely pulls you into the story, which is, again, what they want to do. And they do a good job of it. Okay, so here is our next boss, this tank. Which for the longest time, I wasn't sure how to beat it, but I think I know what I'm doing now. Actually, no, I do know what I'm doing. And unfortunately, because of the graphics situation, it's flickering like hell. The series has a lot of anime voice actors. Yes, they do. In fact, the voice of Liquid in Metal Gear Solid 2 is the same voice actor as the villain in one of the VeggieTales movies, of all things. So, yeah, there's definitely some big voice acting. I think even, like, the voice of one of the characters in Metal Gear Solid 3, I think it's the same one who is Diane Simmons in Family Guy. But again, the voice acting, you always get that sense that they really picked some really strong voice actors, including Chuck Farley here as Vulcan Raven.
Like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Alright, let's fight. Okay, the other thing about that is, yeah, the mine detector out, you gotta be careful of the mines that are there, but take care of the tank, toss chaff grenade. We haven't used these yet. What they do is, well, I get shot. We hear from 80s Turtles. Oh yeah, it's true. Okay, there's a chaff grenade. When you use the chaff grenade, your radar gets jammed and you can't use it, but that also means, in this case, that it disables that tank, and then you can pull out your actual grenades, find the tank, walk towards him. Where is he? There he is. And throw the actual grenade right onto him. It drops on top, and boom. There we go. You can get more chaff grenades and actual grenades and a ration over here. Let's get mine. Chaff grenade out and toss. Ow. Yeah, this is basically going to be the whole fight, but again, if you're close enough, it'll just land on top and you're all good. I don't know if the GameCube version made it so you actually have to use the first person aiming to land it on there, which honestly I would think would make it harder, but again, I haven't played the GameCube version, so I'm not sure to that. See how you like this. Oh no, I just dropped it there. Oh. Alright, got him. Yeah, it doesn't take much as long as you hit him in the right spot.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan,
I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
There we go, so we got a life restore. And thankfully we also got an extension to our rations. Actually, we got an extension to our health bar and to our rations, so that now I can hold more of that. Or more of rations and also have more health. Alright, now this part is definitely one that's kind of awkward, because we're in the nuclear weapons facility. We can't use our guns, otherwise gas will leak into this place and we'll be dead. The enemies have gas masks and gas suits, so they'll be fine. Me, not so much. The easiest way to get through this is basically wait for him to walk to the right and go over to the left from there. Or from here over to there. And up the stairs, that door right in front of us. Except, yeah, I'm getting a codec call to tell us what I just told you.
You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Alright, so they mentioned Nastasha. We'll call her in just a second at 141.52, but I want to get up to the elevator and get down to a safer area first. Yeah, let's go to basement one. Okay, yeah, that's somewhere we don't need to be yet, but let's call Nastasha while we're at it. The frequency was 141.52.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Alright, now we can call her later, I guess, to find more information out. Yeah, as I said, we don't need to be here yet, although I think there are items I can get. Actually, no, I guess we can. Oh, wait a minute, no, that's something later. No, yeah, it's there I can get items, but we'll do that later. You have to go to basement 2. Actually, no, wait, no, we don't. We do have to go here. I'm sorry. I'm thinking ahead. There's a specific item we need to get here before we go to basement 2, and I think it's over on this side. Oh shit! Yeah, it's in here, but let me go in and get my rations on. Yeah, the Nikita. That's what we need. I'll get my weapon out. Not that. We'll use that in a minute. The FAMAS. Yeah, just wait, and we should be good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be here if I... Oh, actually, I have to take that off. You know what, use the ration, put the card on, we're getting out of here. Okay, we're good. I do need ammo for that, too, and I need to probably take him out. Or I could not, so I can just do that. I do need to see if I can find some rations. There's stun grenades. I thought there was a door over here I could open with this. Okay, I can go in here. Oh yeah, right. I can see this guy using the bathroom and choke him down. Okay, good, he dropped rations. Okay, nothing here. Nothing there either. And there's the mirrors that are broken. They're not going to show much in this game, but in MGS2 they do, and it's a very nice effect. I can't go in there yet. And okay, that's good. Oh, that was rude. Yeah, indeedo. I mean, we're going to wait till we get to Splinter Cell. Oh, shit! It's going to be close. Fortunately, no. I guess we're gonna have to, you know, say it together. Snake! What's going on? Snake! Snake! Ah, no, Phil, it's good to do that. Put me back. Okay, put me back here. Do I still have the Nikita, or do I have to go get it? Yeah, I have to go get it again. Alright. Then again, I can also go in here and get the other ration. So let's do that. Oh, he's over that one again. Okay, so at least I'm in a better spot now that I'll have more than one ration. I do want to hold those because those are going to be very useful for some of the things I got to do. Actually, I have to take it off again because of the card key. Again, thank God Metal Gear Solid 2 fixed that. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get close to them, especially compared to Metal Gear Solid 2, but... Again, when you get there just right, you should be fine. Here's the Nikita. There we go, because that's what I need. Karma kill you for choking the man in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're right. But I think we're... Oh yeah, okay, that was the only one. Alright, so now we can go down to the next floor. And I'll save when I get down there so I don't have to do this again. So let's give Mailing a call.
You called Snake?
Yes.
Snake, have you ever heard the saying, friendly counsel cuts off many foes? It means that a little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
Yeah, I don't know if Snake wants to talk to Campbell again, but actually one thing, because I died there, we actually never called Nastasha, so we gotta fix that. So we're calling her again, and we're skipping the dialogue. By the way, when you do that, it then is just text specifically that way. But again, since I did that, actually, you know what? We're gonna save again, because I want to have that on my person. Because when you call someone from the codec, whether it's Meryl or Nastasha or anybody else, or get a call from someone for the first time, they're added to your quick list. So at least I want to have that set.
In my parents' homeland, they say, if there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten. That means the side with the greater numbers is usually the winner. You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
Keyword usually, though, in this case. Alright. And actually, if I remember correctly, I guess chat, correct me on this one if I'm wrong, I think eventually she will run out of quotes, and I think she'll say, like, oh, that's the last one I have, and basically say, like, thank you for listening to all of them, or something like that. Oh, by the way, when you're in here, you have gas going. And we have an electrified floor, so that's where we went and got the Nikita. Got to use it on that panel over there. So,
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Okay, so let's pull the Nikita out. I do love this thing, although in this game, it shows this way, unless you press the triangle button and use it in first person, which is the godsend for this. In Metal Gear Solid 2, they made this default display method for it. Oh, yeah, unfortunately, those turrets can knock out the missile, but I have enough, so we should get this eventually. Also, you can go under them, so that helps that way, too. Uh-oh. The snake's running out of air, so I gotta be quick on this one. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back out to get better air, or refill my air a little bit. You won't die instantly when that goes to 0, but it'll drain fast, so I want to be careful about that. But yeah, it's right here. Okay, I was overthinking a little bit. Yeah, but doing that, we still have the gas problem, but at least the floor is safe to walk over. Pull out. You know, let's use the SOCOM. And I want to try and find a gas mask, because I believe there is one in one of these. I can't get in that one yet. Oh. There's a door. Okay. We forgot Nastasha aside that codec call she's never mentioned again. Yeah, it's surprising. You'd think that there would be more to her. Alright, so yeah, there's the bullet that I'm just still going to survive with. Alright, let's put the gas mask on. Now, that does not completely protect you from the gas. It just makes it so that it drains slower. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Alright, let's put the rations on. Oh, right, I need to put the card on to get out and then use the rations. Alright. You know, at this point, I'd probably just use the box. And where is the card? Fortunately, we're jammed again. And here we go with probably one of the most iconic scenes in this game. Definitely one of the ones that earns its M rating, that's for sure. Again, it definitely gives you that kind of mysterious, you know, horror vibe as well, which is a nice touch.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
It's a ghost.
There's that ninja again. My gun away. There's Emmerich. He's clearly nervous.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about?
There's Parasite Eve without the RPG elements. I still need to get Parasite Eve. That I'm very piqued by that game. My curiosity is really piqued by that. I definitely want to pick that up at some point. Show that one off. It would fit as far as Metal Gear Solid as well, thinking about it too. And another game from 1998.
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such...
George Bird is mentioned as Cyborg Ninja.
I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Okay, so this is the ninja. Oh, I'm gonna say I missed the rolling from Metal Gear Solid 2 that was in Twin Snakes for this, but what you gotta do is you gotta just punch the guy. You shoot him, he'll reflect all of your bullets with his sword.
Now we can fight as warriors, hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
You can also drop chaff grenades on him to give him interference, but the best way is just basically run around to avoid his dodges and punch him with a 3-hit combo like that. And also note the third ration that's over here. In fact, I'm going to grab that right now. Ow. Also, sometimes they'll do that dive there. If you get hit by that, it hurts, but it also is the easiest attack of his to telegraph. Ow. Yes, yeah, like that. That takes off about half your health. And in an interview with Christopher Randolph, they auditioned for Snape, changed it to Otacon because he looked like him. Okay. That's interesting. Actually, I guess when you're thinking about voices of Snake, because again, it's David Hayter through all of them, except for Metal Gear Solid 5, where they got Kiefer Sutherland for 24. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, either one, because there were 2 of them. Or there was the Ground Zeroes and then there was Phantom Pain. Chad, are you familiar with either one of those, and how is Kiefer Sutherland as Snake in that? And it definitely is a weird case of not having Hayter voicing him. I can imagine that. Alright, now this part of the fight.
Hurry up and catch me.
I'm actually going to do something a little different with this part, which is I'm going to pull out the chaff grenade and toss one down. That'll allow me to see him, because he can use his active camouflage here. He's got to find where he is and hit him.
I'm here, Snake.
There's like bullets in with his sword as well. Yeah, that is true, except for, well, at the end of it. Unfortunately, I'm out of rations, so I'm in trouble. Yeah, this gave me hell when I was doing the playthrough this early this week. Where is he?
Hurry up and catch me.
There he is. Ow, shit. I'm probably gonna die here then. Honestly, it seems like the easiest way I've seen is just let him come to me, but then I'll die. So again, I was like, alright. I just hope this doesn't end up being as bad as it was in the test playthrough.
Snake, answer me. Snake! Snake!
There are definitely certain characters who do the snake yell better than, or the best, and I would say probably he's not one of them. But with that, as the rule goes, we skip the cutscene, we've seen it already. Except this we can't skip, so here we go. Pull off that. Put the rations on.
That's good, Snake. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Hand to hand, then why do you use a sword? Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, like, again, and this goes into story reasons, but I think he kind of likes the idea of that as far as Snake is concerned. And again, there might be also more elaboration in some of the other aspects of this, again, particularly Twin Snakes, because I do know Twin Snakes goes in a little more. In fact, that scene we saw when we walked through the hallway, as far as the dead bodies, they do show that in Twin Snakes. I do know that. I do know they redid that cutscene, or they basically showed that cutscene in a way they don't in this. Actually, in that case, if I can get a copy of Twin Snakes for cheap, I might want to show that off. Although, Twin Snakes is not a cheap game from what I've realized, and collecting on GameCube is becoming a very expensive proposition. I mean, Mario Sunshine, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I realized Mario Sunshine goes like $70. But we're getting that 3D All-Stars collection on the Switch seems like it's the cheaper way to go. Saying the same thing, though he said only his full trust his light to weapon. Actually, and he will have a dialogue if you try and use a gun in this, or use a grenade or something, aside from the chaff grenade. Because he won't complain about that one, but he'll say like the great solid Snake, what is he doing resorting himself to this, or something to that degree. And where is he? I think I just let him come to me.
I'm here, Snake.
Yeah, usually... Okay, oh. I don't know how he missed me there, but okay, thankfully he did. Hey, there he is. Find out they didn't have Greg reprise roll cyber. Yeah, in Twin Snakes, I think... Yeah, is that right? I think they changed some of the voice acting in Twin Snakes as far as some of the people. I don't know if it's because they couldn't get him back or what. So, yeah, or... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that was about specifically, but... Yeah, I do remember hearing that. Yeah, I remember they did change some of the voices, but again, I don't know what it was. Like, did he... If he didn't want to do it, or what?
I'm here, Snake.
punched him there. If I can get him to his next phase, the next phase is actually the easiest for him. Or the easiest to telegraph. Barry's Dark Chief. Oh, so they changed character. Okay, so he was still in the game but didn't voice the ninja. Alright. That's a weird one. Have the same voice actor in the game but voice another character. Hey, there he comes. Actually, that's probably the easiest way to get him to go. Just have him just jump over there. And I can tag him that way. Unless he does that. If I got lucky, hitting him in the crotch. Also, he's still using the sword.
I've been waiting for this pain.
Alright, here we go. This is one of the last parts of this battle. Actually, it's one of the easiest as long as you can read him. Yeah, that in particular. If you can read that teleport punch of his, you're in good shape. Because he has a long windup to it. Okay, Dark Chief for this game too. Okay. Maybe it's because I guess in this case, you think maybe it was like a budgetary concern that they thought, well, alright, we're having him voice more than one character. But again, for a remake, I would think like they'd want to keep the same voice. Alright, I'm not doing good here.
I remember that punch.
Again, I don't have any more rations.
Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew. That's good, Snake.
That was close. I thought I was going to get hit by that. Alright, one more hit, but then there's... Okay, no, now. Oh, Rob Paulson. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, this is the part I always hate the most. Because now I can shoot him. But he also has this electrical field. If I get hit by that, it's basically going to be a one-hit kill for me. I think I got him. Oh, no, I didn't. Got him, thank God. I was afraid I was going to die. That happened a lot when I was testing this, or going through the test playthrough on this. Me getting killed at the last second.
You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Yeah, Rob Paulson is the character. I mean, from what I'd heard, he sounded okay, but again, it is that weird situation that if you're used to the voice the one way, and he's in the game as another character anyway, with a remake as well, why not keep him?
Losing myself.
But maybe it's as you said, because you said, like, what was it, Christopher Randolph, who was, Otacon, who's now now over there, and we're gonna have a very long cutscene, by the way, on this with him. And again, it makes sense, though, because it's gonna be the introduction of a character who we're gonna see a lot of in the other games as well. Especially 2. First codec.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt.
Yeah, missing our Great Fox, indeed, from the first Metal Gear game.
He died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after...
And Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, yeah, absolutely, that one too.
Was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Oh, I thought she was going to say, you never asked, like in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
Yeah, it's a good time to take a break for sure, because this is about a 20-minute cutscene.
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry.
I think it's 20 minutes, like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I think. This is a long one.
Oh. Well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
Oh, I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Fire! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it, in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me!
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
Well, Gundam sure did. Actually, I think that's Actually, I think the footage there is from Police Knots, which is a PlayStation game that was only released in Japan from Kojima himself.
Because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes.
And so did Kojima, because after this came Zone of the Enders for the PS2, aka the game that delivered the demo of MGS2. So again, it all fits in very nicely.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
There we go. There's our health refill, and do we get an extension on our... Okay, I guess we're not going to know because I don't have any rations. Alright, let's call him. He's 14112, so he said. Let's take a look at that.
You still haven't found Meryl? Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has 1 floor above ground and 2 floors below ground. Why don't you search there too?
Alright, and he should be in memory now. There we go. Okay, so now we gotta find Meryl, and as we saw in an earlier cutscene, and in the one we just watched, she'll be walking differently. So I'll have to find her on the basement. Definitely want to get more rations. Actually, I want to call Otacon again, because he said something about giving more rations. I don't know if that was just for talk or if that's actually true. We want to see something.
Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has 1 floor above ground and 2 floors below ground. Why don't you search there too?
Okay, no, he's just going to say this for now. Okay, this is level 4, so let's go in here and see if we got anything. Alright, stun grenades. Actually, those are going to be helpful coming up. And then nothing else. Actually, I guess they're... We can try spam calling for rations. I want to see if that works, honestly, because, as I said, I've never beaten this game, so I don't know if that's... Probably, maybe later. But actually, one thing I do want to do now is I want to call Mei Ling and save, and I want to see what's in those other areas.
Saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Codex system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people.
Well, it is useful for us for this game too.
Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
Alright. Yeah, she seems really upset about this. And it does make sense, and again, it also is interesting to kind of see that aspect of her character explored more. Actually, let me call Campbell in a while. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, it looks like you've rescued Emmerich for the time being.
Yeah, with that stealth camouflage, he should be able to hide safely. Gray Fox. I can't believe it. But the real problem is your niece. The way the codec got cut off like that has me worried. Something must have happened to her.
You're worried about Meryl?
Not exactly. It's just that she's holding the detonation code override keys. They're our last chance of stopping that nuclear launch.
You're a cold man. Your mission is more important than the life of your companions?
This is war. Survival is the name of the game. Sometimes you have to be cold to survive.
Yes, but...
Snake, either way, I want you to find Meryl as soon as possible.
I understand.
Actually, no, we're good for now. I want to go back to those other areas, because it looks like there's other doors over there on the left. So maybe there's some items in there. I'm looking for rations in particular. Except I don't think that one is moving. Maybe we should be good here. At 6, okay, I can't get in there. I'm getting here. C4, grenades. Yeah, I need to get out of here. Okay, the key to shots, that's good. Oh shit! Alright, that one missed, thankfully. But I get myself out because I'm running out. Hey. That was a good time to dodge out briefly again because of the long cutscene. But again, now we gotta go find where Meryl is. And I'm looking for rations because I need them badly. Actually, no. There are some in Basement 1, so we can go there. I think this is where we need to go anyway to find Meryl. That's her. And you can tell that, actually, again, you have to basically see her walk. That's not, though, so I can snap his neck. Oh, what do you drop? Okay, bullets. Alright, more Nikita missiles that I don't need. Because now with that card key, I can get more things. And yeah, there's rations over there. Silver bullet, FAMAS. Perfect, rations. I need the key there. Uh-oh! Oh, there's one in the hall? Oh, wait. Wait, what happened? Oh! Oh! Okay, no, that's Meryl. Perfect. Alright, I was thinking, like, wait a second, why didn't that set off the evasion? But, forgot.
Don't move. That's the second time I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? There's no way you could pass for a man for long.
What do you mean?
Voiced by Maze
men aren't
Zadler.
allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake. Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
Same smart mouth. You're Meryl, all right. Are you hurt?
Not yet. After all, I was disguised as a genome soldier.
So why'd you change? You'd be a lot better off dressed like one of them.
I got tired of disguising myself. The truth is, the uniform smelled like blood.
What's that mark?
Huh? Oh, this? It's a paint tattoo. It's not real. I was a fan of Foxhound way back, when guys like you and my uncle were in it. None of that gene therapy like there is today. You guys were real heroes.
There are no heroes in war. All the heroes I know are either dead or in prison. One or the other.
But Snake, you're a hero, aren't you?
I'm just a man who's good at what he does. Killing. There's no winning or losing for a mercenary. The only winners in war are the people.
That's right, and you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose in life, no ultimate goal.
Come on.
It's only when I'm cheating death on the battlefield. The only time I feel truly alive.
Seeing other people die makes you feel alive, huh? You love war and don't want it to stop? Is it the same with all great soldiers throughout history?
Why didn't you contact me?
My codec was broken.
Is that all?
Shouldn't you just be happy we met up like this? How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
So there's something you like about me, huh?
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First it's my eyes, now it's my butt. What's next?
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
So, Snake, how are the negotiations going?
No progress.
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them from launching a nuclear missile.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear, or...
we override the detonation code. You got the card keys from Baker?
Card keys? You mean this?
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
I have no idea, but they must be
If you
somewhere.
don't play the first 2 games,
no
you can
choice
tell
but
what
to
Gray
destroy
Fox is
them.
like and how much respect he has. Yeah, you can tell that, and that's an interesting situation because, remember, we only had the first one in the US here for years. It wasn't until Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence came out that we had both, and even the original of that first one. So, yeah, so it's interesting that this stands alone as well as it does. But again, I do have the first 2, and at some point I do want to go back to those.
You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do. I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman. I always dreamed of becoming a soldier. But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, he was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Not really. I thought that if I became a soldier, I could understand him better.
So are you a soldier yet?
I thought I was until today, but now I understand. The truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself, afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know why I've lived the way I've lived until now. I want to know.
Take a good look. You won't get another chance for a while. You should wash your face, too, while you're at it.
Yeah.
This isn't a training exercise. Our lives are riding on this. There are no heroes or heroines. If you lose, you're worm food.
Yeah.
Is that FAMAS functional?
Unfortunately, it's out of ammo.
Where'd you get that Desert Eagle?
I found it in the armory. It's a .50 caliber Action Express. There was a SOCOM pistol too, but I chose this.
Huh, so I got a leftover, huh? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Come on, use my .45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years old. I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra. If we're gonna go to the north, we'll have to go through the commander's room on this floor. The overland route is blocked by glaciers. The door to the commander's room is security level 5. This card will open it. It was inside the pocket of the uniform I was wearing.
Looks like he must have been guarding someplace important.
Yeah, this is absolutely where the story's getting good. I can see that just from seeing this.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man. Follow me.
Alright, one thing we are going to do, though, first is we are going to save.
It's a good thing you hooked up with Meryl. You should have seen the Colonel. He doesn't like to let it show because he's the boss, but he was so happy he could barely contain himself.
I'm glad to hear that.
So basically the Colonel is like a matchmaker, it seems like, which is weird. Usually the thought is that, oh yeah, he wouldn't want his daughter, or his niece in this case, to be hooking up with Snake, but apparently he's fine with it. Alright, here we go.
Talk to you later, Snake.
Yeah, clearly Mei Ling wants to leave us alone. Actually, I'm curious about one thing. Since we have Meryl with us, what happens to a Kodecker? Oh, right, nothing, because it got destroyed. Okay. Which is a nice attention to detail.
That's strange. There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
Yeah, I'm not, but I do know that there's other items with that 5 card. We can go. One of the worst boss fights in the game. Or one of the best, depending on how you look at it, as far as, you know, like how they present it. But again, it's tough stuff, so I definitely want to make sure I can find more rations. And yes, I am aware of one of the Easter eggs for it, and I do have things ready for that. We'll get into that when we get into it. First, let's raid this area for items. Okay, that's for level 6, did it say? Yes. Okay. Let's see, that's the bullets there. That's the one in the center with all the Nikita missiles, which I'm not going to be using. Yeah, I have one. Yeah, this is gonna be tough just for that very reason. Unless there's something in the other bathroom that I'm missing.
Snake,
Give me the trick,
what are you
takes
doing?
forever.
Let's go to the commander's room.
Yeah, well, I think I have to use the trick, isn't that right? Well, again, we'll get into that when we get into it.
Snake, what are you doing? Let's go to the commander's room.
Can I say screw that and go upstairs? I guess I can't. Alright, since I got everything, let me also call mailing one more time so I have stuff said here.
What's up, Snake?
We need to save. Yeah, especially here, I need to save.
Mei Ling, how did you get into this line of work?
The truth is, I always wanted to become a fighter pilot. I fell in love with jets watching them in the movies.
You'd be surprised how many people say the same thing.
But I didn't want to kill people. That's when I heard that the U.S. Air Force needed people to do BDAs, battle damage assessments.
Those are the guys whose job it is to confirm how successful a bombing run was.
Yeah, so I started to do research into aerial photography and air intelligence. I made it my major.
But there are no pilots who only do BDAs.
That's right, but by the time I learned that, I was already an expert in my field.
Alright. So with that, let's go to the commander's room, which is over here.
My head! Oh, it hurts!
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake!
Are you okay?
So you don't need to use the trick, but it's a quick review. Yeah, I'll definitely be curious to hear that because I was under the impression you have to do what I'm gonna do.
Let's go.
Yeah, she looks definitely weird, though.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Get stun grenade set. And look around here for... Okay, no, here we go. I know there's rations lying around this room, it's just that... Okay, no, I think it's when the boss starts. By the way, we're gonna have a boss fight. I mean, I think, chat, I think you guys know that, but just on the off chance that someone else comes in here and is wondering about it, here we go. What?
What the?
Do you like me? Hold me, Snake.
What's wrong?
Oh, hurry, hurry. Make love to me. Oh, Snake, I want you.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't like girls?
Snake, Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
It's Psycho Mantis. He's controlling Meryl. That tune is his mind control music.
Don't use your weapon. Try to knock her out.
That's why you have the stun grenades. I'll drop one, and out she will go in just a second. Now, probably the most famous cutscene in this game. If you haven't played it, you've probably seen this.
I hope that's not your only trick.
You doubt my power? Now, I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world. No, there's no need for words, Snake.
There's Doug Stone as Psycho Mantis.
That's right. This is no trick. It's true power.
It is a tough fight, and again, especially the way I'm prepared, I'm not confident about this. But I do love this part, and yes, I do have what we need to have to make this. I think so it is.
I should say your past. You are a very methodical man.
This will change based on how you play.
are a highly skilled warrior, well suited to this stealth.
Yeah, if you die a lot, that will change too.
You are extremely careful.
And even like this, if you get hit by mines.
Cautious, but you are a coward.
So actually, this is pretty good the way this is going.
Still don't believe me. Now I'll read more deeply into your soul.
Alright, here we go.
I can see into your mind. You like Castlevania, don't you?
Yes, I do. I have a Symphony of the Night save file on my memory card specifically to have that dialogue happen. And this one about the saving as well, and we'll take that into account.
I can read you like an open book.
Yeah, so he's not lying.
You still don't believe me? I will show you my psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor.
I'm actually going to be putting this up to the mic as much as I can, so maybe you'll hear this. I don't know. We'll try this.
Now I will move your controller by the power of my will alone. What do you think now?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but again, I had that going, so yeah, it is doing the rumble on the DualShock. This is why you buy a DualShock, for this game in particular. But the demo's over, he's complimenting me, but it's not nice, and that's the indication of what you have to do, because he can read my every mind. He can read my every move, so what I'm doing is I'm pausing. Okay, so you heard it. All right, that's good for me, because I actually have never really utilized that. But again, something to give a sense of just what this game is doing. Again, the idea of this game getting extremely meta on you. So the way to make this boss easier, and I guess apparently there's a way to not do it this way, and again, first I'll be curious to hear what that is I'm pausing the game here. He can read my mind, so if I start attacking him, he'll dodge everything, unless, again, there's another way to do it, which apparently there is. So what you have to do, and this is the way they intend you to do this, is when that Hideo screen came up, I'm leaning down to my PS2, pulling the controller out of port 1 and putting it into port 2. And I think if you're playing this on PS3, you need to do a reassignment. Whereas on PS1 and PS2, you don't have to. Also, because I unplugged it, I had to press that analog button in, so I'll have analog control. But yeah, I can still play with this, pull my gun out, find him and shoot him, and also get my ration out so I don't die. Alright. Where is he? Thought there was another ration line right... Yeah, again, I think that's where you're saying where this boss is difficult, because he's constantly hitting you from off-screen with stuff. Oh, right. Also, when you hit first-person view, you're seeing him aiming at you. Which I guess makes it a little easier to dodge stuff, but where is he? Okay, right there. Ouch. Thankfully, I have the second ration, so maybe this will go a little smoother. Maybe. Just run around and shoot him and avoid the other things he throws. Also keep an eye on Meryl. If she gets up, you need to use another stun grenade. Right. That'll happen too, randomly. Actually, I don't think it's random. I think it's when you hit this. Damn multiple times the kernel will contact you and ask you... Oh, he'll tell you to do it, basically. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, so that's how you do it. Alright. I did not know how that worked. I knew the idea of plugging the controller to the other port, but I didn't know that you can basically... distract him with the statues. Can you do that while you're... Here's the question. Since I have it in port 2, can I still hit the statues, or it just doesn't matter because I can just shoot him? Last ration. No, you can't. Okay. Yeah, because I just shot it and nothing happened. But again, it makes sense, because feasibly I'm trying to dodge it, or dodge his stuff. And I think that's...
Why couldn't I read your mind?
Why can't you read it any more accurately, I guess? Uh-oh. Alright, he pulls Meryl up again, that's right, and then she starts shooting, so pull out the stun grenade and drop it! Where is that? Now she's knocked out. Actually, we haven't done a knockout yet. I'm surprised it's been this long in this game for that, but there you go.
Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your
Oh, again! Oh shit. She's gonna pull a persona on me.
Stop! Meryl!
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't mean to do that. That was a total accident. Yeah, this is getting tense now.
No! It cannot be! No!
Where is he? Yeah, I get what you're saying about the idea of, like, this is where the story's really getting me invested, because now I'm feeling a sense of, you know, how that feels. Well, again, it's like, I think the only way I guess you would get a sense of that is basically to, again, just think like, alright, I used the stun grenade before, she comes back up to make sure that that's the case. Oh boy, this is gonna be close. Shit, I can't see him. I think I'm gonna die. Oh shit. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to start this again.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
But then again, that's where we saved, and that's also why, again, we have a perspective on what we can do now. Let's get that. Yeah, we're gonna skip the cut. Actually, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, actually, I just saw something. Okay, Electverse, you're the expert on this game, it seems like, then. I didn't change my controller port back. Do I have to change it back now when I go and fight him again after dying?
Oh, it hurts.
Or am I good because I'm in the second port?
Come on,
I
Mr.
guess we'll find out.
The commander is waiting.
Yep. Card. Or not the card, I need the, that I'm not sure. Alright, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna, I guess... Not that. Oh. Oh, it didn't work. I did it too early. Okay. Yeah, we're not listening to you now because we know what's going on. I'll grab that now so it'll be set. Pull the gun out. Set.
Now let me read your mind.
Oh, I can't skip this part. Okay, apparently.
Perhaps I should say your past.
Okay, no, never mind. I guess I can. Alright, let me see. Alright, we'll see. I mean, if I had to switch my port before to 2 for him to read my mind, if it's in 2 now, can he still read it, or do I have to go back to 1? Let's see. Well, I guess not. I mean, I guess it's just the fact... Actually, wait a minute. If that's the case... I just thought of something, which is... I guess you can feasibly play this in any controller port, so does that mean if you're playing it... If you have it hooked into port 2, that you can just completely bypass that entirely? Then again, I would think for most people, and I guess... Chat, let me know... If you're playing on a console, chances are you're probably going to be plugging it into port 1, because usually a game will either insist on that, or you're just like, oh yeah, it's port 1, so just by, you know, force of habit.
Stop! Meryl!
Oh, you're good. I can still hit him then. Okay, that's how. So basically just use the first-person view to track him. Right here, like, then I can shoot him. Come on. Oh no. I don't even know if I'm hitting him. It's right there. But he goes away really quickly. Yeah, I think I have him. Oh, shit. I know, that was close. But yeah, I am going at a disadvantage. Yeah, I think the key to this is basically just dodging everything. Alright, let's go this one more time. Actually, you know what? I guess it doesn't matter when I use it now, just because... Yeah, as I said, it's gonna go anyway. Let's get this stun grenade set. Alright, I'm hitting pause, or start too early.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Alright, I forgot I don't have it yet. That I guess I'm not going to get it until this fight starts. Oh, there's another call?
I've got it. Use the controller.
Oh, as you said, okay.
Controller into controller port 2. If you do that, he won't be able to read your mind.
Alright, so yeah, you're right. So he does tell you after you fail enough. Or fail, I guess, twice is the case in this. Okay, we'll use the gun. Saves Gummy Silver would have had max rations on bosses. Yeah, unfortunately I had to use them on some of the other stuff, so that was the problem. I mean, I don't have a lot anyway, because again, unlike Metal Gear Solid 2, which gives you 5 to start, this one just gives them to you in increments as you complete certain parts of the story as far as what your max is. I didn't even know it hit me there. Playstyle's different. I guess then, is that how you played Metal Gear Solid? Because you said you had experience with this game as well. Is that how you tended to play the game? And again, did you also beat it? Because I've actually never beaten it. In fact, actually, I've never beaten this boss either. So actually, we're kind of in new territory for myself here. I at very least want to finish this tonight, or finish this boss tonight. Only play it easy. See, yeah, okay, that's an interesting situation, I guess, to discuss while I'm going through this, which is, do you tend, as far as difficulty options, I mean, growing up, I guess I used to start on easy for certain games, but nowadays it seems like I just will click normal just for the purpose of, alright, that's the default one they give me, but then later I, go about that. Just games in general, which is why I max items in Pitfall. Yeah, that's another one I'm kind of going into without having beaten it either, so I'm going to have to figure what I want to do with that one when we do that. Oh, by the way, we're going to be doing Pitfall the Mod Adventure late next month. I'm thinking the 27th, I think it is. So I think that's when we're going to do that one. I guess I may as well go through this since we're going through the same battle again. Yeah, next week we're going to be doing this game again. We're going to pick off from wherever I decide to end it. Whether I ended when beating this boss or if I go on for a little longer. I might end on this boss, potentially. But we'll play this again, continuing from where I end. And then we will play through. And if we don't get to the end of the game from then, we'll put it on pause. We'll come back to it probably in March, April, I guess. And then it'll be Supersonic Games Saturday. The week after that, we'll do Knuckles Chaotix. And then the week after that, I kind of want to do Pokemon Snap, so because we have the new one coming out in April. So I think that's going to be what my layout is going to be for the rest of the month, or for the rest of next month. Because, next month is the beginning of February, so we're going to be coming back to this. Then we'll do Knuckles Chaotix, then Pokemon Snap, and then Pitfall. And with Pitfall, it's going to be the Sega CD version. And that's going to be an interesting situation as well, because it's one that tends not to be shown off a lot. Where the hell is it? Right. Stung a boss is a brute force be frustrating. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, I will say also this. Like first mentioned earlier, saying how the difficulty in the GameCube remake of this, making things a lot easier. I would think also for this boss it would be a lot easier too. This is probably, of the Metal Gear Solid games, well, I think this is a harder one than 2 is at the very least, but I don't know, would we say this is the hardest? Or would we think like 3 or 4, or even 5 feasibly?
Are you okay?
No, I'm not, unfortunately. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this together. Oh, wait a minute, is it gone? I think 3. 3 is... there are parts of 3, that is true. Stuff at the end in particular. That I remember very vividly. So that would be a good point. Let's see, where is my card? Well, I guess when you say 3, I guess... Well, again, I just keep continuing, that's true. Although I think by doing that, I think I lost that other ration I had. So I could say, like, well, I could reload my save, but I don't know if I want to do that, because I'm not sure how the reset will work on my PS1, or PS2, I should say. Yeah, 3. I guess with 3, when you say 3 is the hardest one, also, I guess I may as well make this distinction. Would you say it's 3 Snake Eater or 3 Subsistence? Because I know 3 Subsistence had the upgraded camera, which mainly is the only version of it I've played. Well, fine, extensively played. And it's also, that would be the version we'd be playing, because that's the one in the HD collection that I have for the 360 when we do 3, if we get to 3. Or when we get to 3. I would like to go back to 3 in particular, but, again, that would be a down-the-road situation. And to go back to that one after we do 2. And just as far as Metal Gear is concerned, I also want to show off the Game Boy Color version, Ghost Babel. That game is fantastic. If you never played that one, it's unfortunately an expensive one to achieve now, but it is awesome. Still hit him through there at least. Again, yeah, the hardest part of this is, well, you can tell, dodging the furniture he throws. And then also being able to track where he is. But again, that first-person camera makes it a little easier. Because then I can technically read his mind. Insubsistence still... Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. Again, if I'm saying what I said about the end in particular in that game. Where, I mean, but again, I did play the demo of 3 Snake Eater before it came out. In fact, I think I do have that for PS2, the demo of it at least. So at that point, I'm thinking, well, yeah, that seemed like it would be even hard, especially because they don't give you the radar in that game. But again, also with Subsistence, you do have the free camera control, which is basically them taking out a Splinter Cell, which I'm glad they did. Where the chairs are blocking him. Alright, so if 3 is the hardest one, I guess would this be the next hardest one? I would think probably, but again, my experience with 4 is very limited, and I haven't played either variants of 5 either. At least as far as the Metal Gear Solid stuff. I mean, you could also say, you know, 1 and 2, Metal Gear 1 and 2, and the Game Boy Color game. I don't think the Game Boy Color game is that difficult, honestly. And then the NES one, of course. Well, that's difficult for other reasons that were not necessarily intended.
You're powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out. Stop! Meryl!
I do like doing that, though. When you're in a cutscene, if you hit the L2 or R2 button at just the right time, you have it still in the cutscene display. Alright, then we throw that gun out, and good. 3 is my least favorite. We have a prequel, didn't feel like Metal Gear. Yeah, I mean, it does have a take on that. I mean, it was definitely different. Like, yeah, they call it 3, but yeah, it's like, it's the, well, technically the first one. To an extent, anyway. Hey, I'm not sure what your experience might be with the ones on the PSP, of which mine is none. The only one feasibly would be, again, when I play it, Peace Walker. But again, I've had that Metal Gear Solid HD collection for years, and I have not touched Peace Walker in it at all, actually. Actually, I've mostly been playing 2 when I play that. Particularly because I'm going after one of the achievements in that, the Virtually Impossible, which is you have to complete all the VR missions. We had to play as Big Boss. Yeah, that's true. And as far as the story thing, that definitely is an interesting situation. And one thing about 3 in particular, I'm never going to take away from it. Again, more of a, I guess, presentational situation, but just the idea of that theme song. Oh man, Snake Eater. That might be the best theme song or piece of music out of any game in this franchise. It's that good. Even with all the great music and stuff that's in there. Oh, whoa, that was close. I thought I was going to get... Oh, Jesus. This is going to be close. Oh, boy. Get up, get up, get up! Got him! Unless there's a cheap trick after this. Oh, there's something.
Colonel, your niece is going to be okay.
Oh, I think we did it. Alright, not too bad. It just took a while. It got a little hairy without the rations, but there we go.
Why did you go so far out of your way to save her? For Campbell's sake, or maybe it's because you like her?
I don't want to see any woman die right in front of me.
Oh, really? Since when did anybody's death bother you so much?
Naomi, it's true that Snake has killed a lot of people, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart.
It's okay.
I've very lost in MGS3.
She's right.
Story-wise, or like the way it played. I mean, yeah, story. That's true. I mean, because MGS3 is dependent upon basically every other game in the franchise, so I think it expects you have played every one. It's like you said last week with BlazBlue being like a Kingdom Hearts situation, in that it almost makes that look easy to decipher gameplay. Yeah, that's definitely true. Also because of the setting, because it's more open than this one, and especially 2, where there are a lot of the more confined areas.
Underground maintenance base.
And again, 5 in particular, and really open from what I understand.
You have to go through that hidden door.
There is a good she did say he was heartless.
Behind the bookcase.
Yeah, I mean, but again, we see more of that with more of that heart of his in Metal Gear Solid 2 in particular, from what I'm aware of. Again, there's a lot of aspects of Snake that we weren't in those other games in particular. But again, you do see the elements of it. I guess the idea of like how he's looking at Meryl with this.
Why are you telling me this?
But again, that's also going back to Lecver's point, which is that maybe it's not conveyed as well as feasibly it could be, even though I'm seeing the elements of it where I'm really getting into it.
Of thousands upon thousands of men and women.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one's seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. And that's why there is war. But you are different.
Am I?
The same as us. We have no past, no future. We live in the
Snake does, sort of, I guess. Or he actually has both, technically, as we're saying with 3. Yeah, BlazBlue gives Kingdom Hearts Reference money. Yeah, that apparently this game can go about it too, but it's weird. Even though with 2, when 2 was dependent on the other games, and 2 was the first one I really played extensively. I still didn't feel horribly lost in that, but I did notice that, like, oh yeah, there's stuff I'm probably not getting. This came with me with Silent Hill 2, same situation. That was the first in that franchise I played, and it's like, yeah, it's dependent upon other elements of the series. But again, I got so into it that I didn't really have a problem with getting lost. Actually, that's one I definitely want to go back to as well, Silent Hill 2. About to get a copy of it.
And he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me. That's when my future disappeared. I lost my past as well. When I came to, the village was engulfed in flames.
Are you saying that you burned your village down to bury your past?
I see that you have suffered the same trauma. We are truly the same, you and I. The world is a more interesting place with people like you in it.
Peace Walker never finished it. It's better than I have. Again, I've had it for like 8 years in that HD collection. I've not played it. Only because I guess I wanted to go in order, but still, I was like, yeah, I should play it at some point. Is it good? I heard it's pretty good. I don't know if it was the one that people liked the most as far as the PSP games, which was the 2 acid games, which were card battle situations, and then what was it, Portable Ops, I think was the other one.
You, Snake, you're just like the boss.
Oh yeah, they're not whining about that.
No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad. I read her mind as well.
Meryl's?
Does she like Castlevania?
I saw you there. You have a large place in her heart.
A large place?
Yes, a large place. But I do not know if your futures lie together. I have.
Enjoyed Peace Walker more than 3. Okay. In that case, actually, because I actually remember liking 3 quite a bit, so actually, again, it's been a while. It's been years since I played it, so I might like Peace Walker a lot then. But again, we can go to those other ones at some point, because again, I have most of the Metal Gear games we can play. Again, the only ones I don't have are 4, because I don't have a PS3, and then any of the 5 entries, or Survive. Or, actually, I guess this doesn't technically count, but Snake's Revenge on NES, I don't have that one either. But outside of that, I actually have a good amount of the franchise covered. Alright, so that's our way out, but first thing I'm going to do when we're done is save, and then I'm going to go down the hallway and we'll see what's there, and then I think probably about 10:30 or so I might call it a night and we'll pick up next week. We'll see.
Kind of nice.
That is the end of Psycho Mantis. The torture seat. Oh, in what? In Peace Walker? Or in 3.
Let's go, Meryl.
Or in 5, because I know 5 had something like that.
Sorry.
Figure I know 5 Ground Zeroes had something like that as well.
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
Peace Walker,
You're
okay.
Never doubt yourself. Just let it make you stronger. Learn something from it.
You're right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What? What's the problem now?
Oh, no, nothing. So, tell me, Snake. What's your name? Your real name?
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
That is interesting hearing that, because I think with him, I'm always wondering if he's trying to... Okay, I didn't know that it extended Meryl's health as well. Oh, right. Okay, right. I forgot. I've been at that long enough. I'm like, well, no, we got to go back. Okay, so I can't save in port 1. All right. That I did not... Or in port 2. That I did not know. All right, we're calling Mei-Ling to save right away.
The tongues of dying men enforce attention.
I was saying that dialogue with Snake there, I'm almost wondering if, knowing the other stuff I know of him with the other games, both past and future, if he's just saying some of that to make that, not happen. 5, the first mission put me off. I'm curious to play 5 just with the purpose of playing 5, but again, especially given a lot of the stuff that's kind of went with that, I don't know. I never got a sense of whether people really liked it or not, or what that was about. And, oh right, I forgot. When I switched to the controller port, I had to turn the analog on. Alright, let's see what's going on with this for probably about 15 more minutes about... Wait, oh, thank God there's a ration. Actually, you know what? I'm saving right now because there's a ration.
What can I do for you, Snake?
I'm trying to remember, was it this one or was it 2 that if they say if you save too much, that they're like, hey, why are you saving? Oh, Phantom Pain. That's interesting, because that's something people tend to really like from what I've gathered. Also, because that's like at least the main Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We're not flying.
So in that case, I am very curious as far as it, at least. If nothing else. And I do have that complete edition. I should get that some point, but again, that'll be down the road.
You need sophisticated electronics to see what's really going on.
So, is that why you developed your radar system?
Yeah, I wanted to develop a radar system that would help soldiers make better, more informed decisions.
So your radar shows what's really going on, huh?
It depends on how you interpret it. Like beauty, truth is in the eye of the beholder.
You can say that again.
Alright, let's see what's down the hall. This is new to me because I have not gotten this far in this game ever. Oh, and thank God I got a... Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I was going to say I got an extension to my ration so I can hold 4 of them. Actually, you know what? I am going to make a phone call. Let's call Otacon. He did say something about spare rations. Maybe he meant that.
I guess fighting was all he ever knew.
Are you feeling sorry for him?
Oh, he's just talking about Manus.
Incredible power. Fantastic power. Maybe that power could have been used to make people happy. It's a sad thing when you see all that power being used just for war.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that later with him. Especially when we hit 2.
Could there be wolves in there?
Wolf dogs. Half wolf, half husky.
How do you know so much?
I ride dog sleds. I'm a musher.
Does he? That's a new one to me.
I'll take point. Snake, you follow me.
So one thing about that, let me see. Yeah, I'm running out of FAMAS ammo, so let's use the SOCOM. Oh, and we're in jamming territory, okay. Or, what's that? Oh, light, okay. Oh, she's over there. Heard fan base is kind of split in 5, half love it, half hate it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've gathered too. Oh, hey, there's that, okay. Another ration. I just need to figure out how to get through here. You like Peace Walker? Yeah, I mean, again, I have it. I've heard good things. I remember, speaking of divisive ones, when Metal Gear Acid came out, I know there are people like, yeah, like, what are they doing with Metal Gear on this? I mean, it was something different, at least. Turned into a card game, but still, it's the idea of people saying, like, hey, I want a more traditional one on PSP. And from what I gathered, that's when people liked. I guess they must have liked it enough that they put it on the HD collection. Along with 2, 3, and then Metal Gear 1 and 2. Oh, shit, there's enemy. Oh! Oh, okay. I didn't know we had wolves here. It's like, it's like Resident Evil now. Okay. Actually, it's exactly like Resident Evil. They even have the same animation. Kingdom Hearts 3 did. Yeah, I mean, I like Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot, although it's weird, I haven't really gone back to play it that much, or finish it. Although, again, I got the 1.5, 2.5 for the Xbox One, which was a shocking situation to be having on that as opposed to PS4. And it's download only, unfortunately, so that's another situation with that. But at that point, it's almost like, yeah, I've been going through it chronologically, so I'm like, yeah, I haven't figured, like, oh, let me go back to 3. Although, technically speaking, like, with 3, there's just stuff like, oh, yeah, this is doing what I wanted to do on the PS2. I mean, honestly, Kingdom Hearts 3 was doing, like, with its presentation, its voice acting, what this game is doing on the PS1, which is having full voice for everything, which I think I wanted on the PS2 versions for 1 and 2, but didn't get. Alright, now, where is Meryl? I always want to find where I'm going. All right, so you hated Kingdom Hearts 3. Then see, it's funny. Again, I haven't played enough of it to get a sense, but I liked what I played, and maybe also it's because it was the situation of they finally made the 3rd game, so that satisfied me. Did you play the DLC for that? What was it, Reminds? Because I haven't bought that yet. So I got to find out how the hell to get out of here again, because this is new for me. So at the very least, whilst I'm trying to go through this, at least I can keep a conversation going for a little bit. Okay, so this is where I started. That's the whole way. Oh, wait, I can probably see for it, can't I? Not spending $30 in a content. I'll say one thing about that. I'm surprised that they didn't do like a Game of the Year edition. Or when I mean Game of the Year edition, I mean they put all the DLC into a box case for that. And no, that's not the way to get in here. One thing I find interesting just looking through there is, again, Meryl's standing there, and there's the what is it? The wolf there. It's, I guess, chasing her down, but not doing anything. All right, yeah, there's nothing over here, so I think I have to go the other way. Yeah, I guess in my case, like, I'd get it when they cut price. I mean, honestly, that's how I got the 1.5, 2.5, because, again, it was digital only on Xbox One. I don't have a PS4, so when they cut them to 20, because they charged a ton for those on Xbox One. They're like 50, 60 bucks for both of them. And I'm like, really? This is ancient on PS4. Got the complete collection. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Okay, I think it's this way. Yeah, because it's a little dark to see. Not horrible, but it seems like I'm kind of lost with that. Alright. Unless... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh. Duh. God, I'm an idiot. Use the night vision goggles. Thank you. Perfect. Alright. Now we're gonna get through this no problem. Just have gun out. Yeah, I forgot I picked that up, but thank God I did. Alright, so this is going to be a lot easier. It's a matter of just finding where I need to go with these on. So much time wasted. I guess so. I mean, as I said, when I play that more, that's that aspect. Actually, I guess that'll be an interesting one if I do anything with Kingdom Hearts at some point. But that'll be another one that's like a really long one. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Oh, wait a minute. Do I need to use the... Nikita? Hang on. I don't think I do. Oh, I can't use the Nikita, so never mind. Yeah, the grenade didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. Yeah, I think when I find my way out of this, then I think I'm going to do a save, and I think we'll pick up from where that is next week, and I'll get a sense... I'll try and do some off-screen play so I get a sense of what I'm doing. When I like and I want to love it, could it? Yeah, as I said, when I get more, that'll probably be a sense of when I'm able to give a better pit. Okay, there we go. There's a hole there. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, what is it? The diazepam. Yeah, but they actually that's. Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, in that case, let me ask this, because I know I've been tossing this around as an idea to do an RPG of some sort at some point. Again, this game is kind of a test as far as what can I do as far as a longer game, and as far as I guess an RPG, JRPG or otherwise, what would you want to see me do? I mean, there's certain things I want to do. I want to do Shenmue in particular. That's one I want to do that one really badly. Actually, that would be kind of one I would be able to handle. That would be a suggestion for me. Again, maybe something with Kingdom Hearts. I would also want to do Super Mario RPG as well, because that's one I know like the back of my hands. And I've been thinking Pokemon, because I said I'm doing Snap later this month, but I think it's still not dead. Why is it not dying? Or, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't kill it. Okay, never mind. Tell me where to go. Oh, I can punch the door. Okay, yeah, I see that. As I said, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait, maybe I need to... Oh, no. Okay, I know. I think I have an idea what I need to do. I need to bring him back to where Meryl is. I think. Does it come out? Yes, it does. Okay, so, yeah, probably follow back where Meryl is. Right, and he'll go through, and I should be able to be okay. Is there nowhere else I can go? Unless he's going somewhere else. Where'd he go? That was him. Mario RPG. I absolutely want to do Mario RPG. That is one I would love to do. That is, yeah, that would probably be my first pick if I was going to pick anything, because that's one of the ones I have the most knowledge of and adoration for. So that would definitely be one I'd want to do. Oh, he went in there. Okay, there's another hole. Perfect. Or we could go down here. Lunar, Silver Star Story, Legend of Dragoon. Yeah, I have Eternal Blue for PS1, and yeah, Legend of Dragoon is cheap enough. I should be able to get a copy at some point. Final Fantasy is based. I'd probably start with 4 if I was going to pick myself, but I have a couple others. Okay, finally made it.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought you were good with dogs.
No, oh, yeah, he's not. If you ever played Metal Gear on NES, or I guess feasibly the MSX version, no, he's not good with dogs. If I turn that off, I think we should be good to go. Hopefully. But I'm going to save here, because I don't want to go through that again. That being said, I guess that's the benefit of having a situation where I don't know where I'm going. It's like, yeah, I can pull a conversation now.
Like this, right?
Right. I'm sorry.
No reason to apologize. Even the greatest masterpiece has its flaws.
Alright, so save. Let's see what's in the next room, and I think if that's the case, or when I'm done with that, I might call it for tonight, and we'll come back
China,
next
they
week.
say, rashness brings success to few, misfortune to many. Snake, go forward when it's safe, but retreat when there's danger. You'll just have to play it by ear depending on the circumstances.
Alright. I guess also going to the RPG thing, I mentioned Pokemon. At some point I want to do something with that. Outside of, I mean, I'm doing Pokemon Snap, but then something else. Actually, another ration, so I'm saving. Yeah, I'm getting a little paranoid on that after what happened with the last boss. Oh yeah, and to think we're only through part of Disc 1, because yeah, this is on 2. A Final Fantasy, A Tactics. Funny you mention that, because I was using some money I had from Christmas to go on a shopping spree for the Wii U's Virtual Console. They have the Game Boy Advance version up there for like, I think $8. So I was thinking maybe something like that, or again, just get the PlayStation 1. And I guess as far as like those kind of tactical things, the ones I have actually, I have a lot of the Nipponichi ones, like Disgaea and Wapsel and Rhapsody Musical Adventure. I actually kind of want to show that one off just to show it, because it is an interesting one. Persona, which Persona in particular, because I actually don't have a whole... Actually, well, okay, I have one, but it's on 3DS, and I can't show it because I don't have a capture device for it. That's, what was it, Q2... Yeah, Q2 New Cinema... What was it? Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth, I think it is. I remember buying that in particular because I'm like, yeah, I want to make sure that, you know, when this thing comes out, I was like, yeah, this is going to be rare, so I'm going to grab a copy. I guess what Persona would you say is one of the best ones? Would it be like 3 or 4? Or 5 as well, although I don't think I have a console that plays 5. I don't know if they announced they're doing 5 on Switch or not.
Place is mine. I'll take point again. Stay back, okay?
It's on a 4. Okay.
And since we can't use the mine detector either...
I've heard that's amazing. And again, the Persona, I guess, you know, reminder in the case of Meryl with the gun to her head in this one makes me think of 3 in particular. Yeah, I definitely would want to look into that. And I guess as far as like an RPG is concerned, again, the idea of how to handle it, I guess. Because, like, I mean, I guess the idea is that, are you guys fine with seeing the same game repeatedly? And I guess also, but at the same time, I also kind of want to vary it up enough so it's not like, oh yeah, we're just going to be stuck on one game for a while.
Pretty good, huh?
Especially if there's stuff I can do really quickly. Again, like stuff I can finish in one sitting. Again, like a lot of the Sonic games, generally speaking, that I'm going to be doing are going to be like that, or I'm going to be playing some of them in a way that it'll be a one night and we're good that way. In the meantime, I guess we got to walk on the trail. Actually, wait a minute. What am I doing? I can use the, where is that? Wait, oh, I was going to say mine detector. It's like, oh, right, I can't because it's, oh, right, because the jamming is on. Forgot about that. Just follow the footprints, which I do like that idea. And also just how good it looks, too, as far as the PlayStation graphic tech of 98. This game does look really nice, despite the fact that you can see the age. It looks fantastic for the system. Uh-oh. You getting a heart attack, too?
Meryl, get down!
Oh! Yeah, I'm not stopping the game yet now on the back of this. Well, not yet. We'll see what's going on here. Actually, no, maybe I should, because cliffhanger for next week. Oh, Jesus.
Snake, leave me and run.
Meryl!
I guess I am a rookie after all.
Don't worry, Meryl. It's me they want.
Even I know that. It's the oldest trick in the book. The sniper's using me for bait to lure you out.
Damn.
Shoot me, Snake.
No.
My gun. I can't reach it by myself.
Don't move.
I promised I wouldn't slow you down. I can still help. I want to help you.
Quiet down. Save your strength.
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier. But war is ugly. There's nothing glamorous about it. Snake, please save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people. Don't forget me. Now get out of here.
Meryl! Damn. Snake, it's a trap. The sniper's trick to lure you out. The sniper's waiting for you to go and help Meryl, so he can pick you off. Don't do it.
Must be Sniper Wolf, Foxhound's best shooter.
Snipers usually work in pairs, but this one's alone, huh?
I know her. She can wait for hours, days, or weeks. It doesn't matter to her. She's just watching and waiting for you to expose yourself.
Maybe so, but Meryl can't hold out that long.
Snake, can you see Wolf from where you are?
There's nowhere to hide between here and the tower. She must be on the second floor of the tower.
If Wolf is in the communications tower, she can see you perfectly. It's the classic sniper's position. At that distance, you won't be able to hit her with a standard weapon either. You'll need a sniper rifle.
Colonel, take it easy. I'm gonna save Meryl, no matter what it takes.
Okay. Thanks.
What's wrong, Naomi?
Nothing. I'm just surprised you're willing to sacrifice yourself. You got the genes of a soldier, not a savior.
You trying to say that I'm only interested in saving my own skin?
I wouldn't go that far, but...
I don't know what the hell my genes look like, and I don't care. I operate on instinct.
Like an animal?
I'm going to save Meryl. I don't need an excuse.
Okay.
And I'm not doing it for someone else, either. I'm gonna save Meryl for myself. Colonel, don't worry.
Snake, thanks.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, I already saved before, so let me just see one last thing. I'm going to try and see if I can't find a sniper rifle. Oh, okay, I have to go out there feasibly to help her. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I have to get a shot. And I can't... Wait, okay, I can't use the Nikita now. Unless... Wait a minute. Okay, I got blown up. Alright, I'll give one try for this, and then after that, we'll then call it for the night. So that should then take us to like 4 hours at least, so I think that's reasonable. Fuck this part. Really? It's that bad, huh? I'm thinking, let me see. I'm gonna say, that's not gonna do much. I can't really shoot him. Okay, I can't shoot from here. Okay, because I have to... Oh, wait, yeah, just hang on a second. First things... Oh, no, don't... No, oh, I have full rations. I'm not going to use it, but I just want to see something. Or... Oh, wait a minute. Do I have... I can't win without one. Do I not have it? Hold on, where is it? I don't think I have one. I don't know where I can even get one. Unless I can go... Wait, no, I can go back.
Snake.
Hang on. Oh, I guess I have to go back. Where's the key? There it is. Oh, well, he's telling me. I know, you said...
Meryl's in danger. Find a sniper rifle so you can shoot back at Wolf. It's the only way to save Meryl.
Alright, let's see what I can find. I guess I'll have to go out again and see if I can't find one. Talk to Otacon. Okay. See, this is why it's good to have people who know this game like the back of their hand on me.
Otacon, have you ever seen a sniper rifle anywhere on this base?
A sniper rifle?
Meryl's been shot by an extremely good sniper.
Sniper?
A high-quality sniper rifle is the only way I can fight back.
I saw a PSG-1 in the armory in the second-floor basement of the tank hangar.
The second-floor basement of the tank hangar? I have to go all the way back there?
Well, yeah.
What's wrong with you, Otacon?
Nothing.
Okay, so I have to go back further. I think I might hold this to next week then. I'm gonna call him again.
Where is there a sniper rifle?
Well, there's a PSG-1 in the armory in the second-floor basement of the tank hangar.
Okay, so I guess that's where we're gonna have to go. Alright, I saved before. You know, I'll put another one down, a different one, just in case. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I guess I have... No, because I took damage. But again, I got space.
Leave her like that. Aren't you going to save her?
We'll save her next week.
It's me they want. If I step out there, I'm gonna get picked off, and who's gonna save Meryl then? I'm hoping that as long as I don't fall for it, they'll leave Meryl alive.
They fixed that in Two Snakes. Oh, they make it closer. Is that what it is?
I know what I'm doing. Meryl
Yeah,
understands too.
That's horrible.
You're right. It is horrible. But that's war, and the first rule of war is to stay alive.
Alright, we'll put down one other one, just in case. So basically, you don't have to go away to find it, is what you're saying. Okay, yes, that's that. Okay. Yeah, again, I have two of those. And actually, I guess in that case, it is going to be a good place to hold off till next week. Yeah, like first, you know this game well, so you know what happened, so fair enough. Protorova, I don't know if you finished this game or not, so I don't know if you know where it goes next. I don't, so I'm actually kind of coming at this new, and in that way, I kind of like the idea of that. So, all right then. So, actually, I had a good time with this, as far as the way this went, and also with what's going on now, and again, leaving it off to finding almost like an episodic TV show, or like the second part of a movie of like, will Snake save Meryl? Will all these various things go on? So yeah, all right. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for Super Old Game Saturday for tonight. Next week we will be back with the next part of Metal Gear Solid. Actually, here's the thing I'm also thinking about. I know I've heard this as far as this game. This is a 2-disc situation. I know the first disc is longer than this, or the first disc is way longer than the second. If I can get to the end of the first disc next week, that would actually be all right if I have to pick it up later, because at that point I'll say, like, all right, fine, we did the disc 1 stuff and then disc 2. But also in between, I can also do some practice to this to get a sense of like what I need to do, or at least get an idea. And again, hence why I did 2 save files for this, or actually technically 3, because I have the one from when I was doing the run up to Psycho Manus. So. Okay, so again, next week we'll be back with Metal Gear Solid, the next part of it, and then the week after that we'll be doing Knuckles Chaotix for Supersonic Game Saturday, then Pokemon Snap the week after that, and then Pitfall, the Mind Adventure for the Sega CD. By the way, Pokemon Snap, we're going to be using the Wii U Virtual Console for that one, because I do have it on Nintendo 64, but I wanted to start with a fresh file, and I didn't want to erase mine on the 64, so I bought it on Wii U Virtual Console, and we'll have that set, and Knuckles Chaotix, I need to use the 32X for it because it never got re-released. And Pitfall Mind Adventure, we're doing Sega CD, which is definitely going to be an interesting situation to see there. And I'm looking forward to doing Metal Gear Solid next week and continuing off of that. So with that, we're going to sign off for tonight. Thank you very much to the chat. Thank you very much to Alekverse and Protorova, who've been champions when it's come to this game. And I think we'll be next week when they return, feasibly,